I did the mute thing just like Apache. But welcome, everybody. Welcome to Motif Thursdays. I'm Kita P. I'm hosting tonight. Unfortunately, Apache Brown couldn't make it with us this evening. So I'm just, being a friend and jumping in. And shout out to Ro, who's handling things behind the scenes. And yeah, so welcome to another Thursday's Motif. And I'm Kita P. And I thought to get you started here with just a quick song of mine. And yeah, and then we'll just bring in other people that are in the room with us. And we do have, actually, let me just list some people that we do have. We have Q Major, Stephen Anthony Beasley, Natalia Malone. So yeah, so we're definitely, I see Mo Beasley as well. So perfect. Okay, so let me just get it started, just real smooth, real, maybe not real smooth, but, somewhat. And thank you for tuning in. Told you already, babe, that I was so far gone. But that sweet, sweet love, yeah, had me hanging on so strong that I know now I can't stand alone. I was put here on this earth by myself, yeah. So I gotta keep moving on, on. Oh, baby, things are changing now, and I don't know where I'll be from here on out. Oh, it's hell, knowing that for now we shouldn't kiss and tell when it's so good. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, baby, things are changing now, and I don't know where I'll be from here on out. Ooh, it's hell, knowing that for now we shouldn't kiss and tell when it's so, so good. Yeah. So that was a cover song by Gary Clark Jr. I hope I did it some justice. And I'm just going to check my messages because I am, all good. Okay. All good in the neighborhood. So I'm just going to go off the list that I was given about the people that are up in this space. And thank you for joining again. So I'm going to go with Mo. Mo, you were the first person on the list here. So Mo Beasley, how y'all doing?
Ah, I'm
We
doing
see
all
some.
right. Can you see me? Oh, I
Yeah, we
think I got
see some
my camera turned
receipts.
around. How
Yeah.
do I
So,
reverse my camera?
well, we know
Oh,
that you have receipts.
I know, right? How did that? Oh, weird. No, let's try the front. That's better.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, how are you doing this Thursday?
Oh, hanging tough. Um, troubled as I am. I think, as we all know what that's about. Um, yeah, I didn't get any sleep last night. You know, um, Someone said Whole Foods love. All in my business. Yeah, Apache hit me up and he said, we're gonna talk about Brianna and what have you. And yeah, so um
I can let you just take it away, and you can
yeah,
definitely go through it with the audience. And once again, thank you for joining. And I can come back and talk to you after.
yeah.
All right.
So okay. Um what you scared of? Why you scared of me? It's a question I've been asking my whole life, since my childhood, since sixth grade when we were bused across town to white schools for bus desegregation. And we rioted every day because the grown folks would yell at us with their bats and two by fours and dogs telling us niggas go home. I want if niggas would go to school with my children over my dead body. And I wondered, what's wrong with you? I was 6 years old. I was a little boy. The food fights and riots in the lunchroom. I remember. I remember the day a little white boy grabbed a milk carton and smashed it on my head and said, "Nigga, go home!" And everybody else around me was fighting and brawling. And all I could think was, why'd you do that? What's wrong with you? You don't even know me. You can't hate me. What's wrong with you? I've spent my whole life trying to answer that question, trying to understand what's wrong with someone who would hate someone else they don't know because of something as simple as the hue of my skin or the broad of my nose. What's wrong with you? And what I've come to learn is you scared of me. Only your fear would have you shoot up apartment buildings and unarmed women and men and children, would have you shoot them down in the street, would have you break your neck, lean your knee on their neck until they're gone because you're scared of me. And why are you scared of me? Who taught you to be scared of me? The issue is you. The issue ain't us. Heal yourself. There's a hole in your soul. There's a hole in your soul that you got to fill. Only two thoughts, only one of two thoughts is behind every action you take. You either moving in your love or you're moving out of your fear. And why are you moving in your fear? You say you hate me, it's because you're scared of me. You call you you enact hysterectomies on Mexican women in prisons because you're scared that their babies are going to overrun you. You sterilize Japanese women in World War II while they're in internment camps. You created a eugenics program to sterilize poor brown and black and white women because you're scared that you're going to be gone, you're going to be overrun. White brother said to me just 2 days ago, it's human nature to hate the other, what's different, to attack what you don't know, something that's alien. And I thought, no, that's not human nature. That's one group of humans' nature. Because the humans that greeted Columbus when he came to the island that would one day become known as Hispaniola, the Dominican Republic, Haiti, when he showed up, they weren't afraid. They didn't attack him because he was alien. They had never seen anybody like him, but they welcomed him. When the Dutch showed up in South Africa and the host of people greeted them, they didn't attack them. If they did, they wouldn't have been there. They'd have been gone. They would have been killed. They would have been dead. We wouldn't have the triangle trade and all the horrors that came with it. They're scared of us. And I asked, why are you scared? It's their baggage, my friends. When their hate shows up in your face, you ain't got to scream as loud as they scream. Because that hate and that fear ain't your baggage. It's their luggage. It ain't even your color. It ain't even your style. It ain't it ain't even real leather. So don't be carrying their bags. Give them back their baggage. And ask them what you're scared of. Why you're scared of me. Because I ain't scared of you.
Wow. Like, give it up. Give it up. Well, I can't see anybody at the moment, but I hope that you're getting a lot of love in the chat area. And definitely, is that something that you just wrote or, oh, okay, cool. A lot of inspiration during this time at the moment. So that's pretty dope. Um,
Yeah. The
yeah,
issue is you and us. That's the that. Thank you, bro. That's gonna be the name of the piece. The issue ain't you, it's us. You know, and it's oh yes, oh my. You know, it's funny because I was talking to my music producer today, and he reminded me that a lot of times the rants we have in our head are pieces, and I don't realize it sometimes. And Ro just said it. You know, the issue is you. And this piece came from thing did come from when I was 6 years old. But I remember being 19. You remember Phil Donahue? Like
yeah,
he was the Oprah before Oprah. He had this TV show, 2 hour special. The issue is race, and he had all these this black all this the black intelligentsia of the time. Sharon Pratt Kelly, who was the black woman mayor of D.C., Sister Soldier, Chuck D, Alvin Poussaint of Harvard psychologist, Cornel West, Tony Brown. It was just a host of black excellence and brilliance and intelligentsia. And the name of the show was The Issue is Race. And I was 19 years old, living in Panama with my dad, who was stationed there in the Air Force. And I was watching it, and I knew then this is wrong. Something's wrong with this. Asking black people what, about the issue of race is like asking rape victims about the issue of rape. Victims don't know why they get victimized. Victims don't know why they get attacked. Don't ask me. I'm not lynching people. I'm not shooting up people's apartment. I'm not I'm not chasing children with dogs. Like that's something you do. So don't ask me why. And I'll say I ended here last year, and this is a human rights conference that Apache Brown and I are going to be a part of on October 24th at the Arts Festival. Last year they had a roundtable discussion with 4 visual artists. 2 were black, 2 were white, 2 were women, 2 were men. So there was a white woman moderating the conversation about their artwork that was inspired by formerly incarcerated brown and black people. But she kept slowly turning the conversation to race. And at some point, she asked the group, she asked the black brother who was a pastor, formerly incarcerated brother, Pastor Isaac. She said, Pastor Isaac, why is race still such a big issue in 2019? I was an audience member. And in that moment, I said, he took a breath to answer the question. I said, Pastor, don't answer that question. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna speak for every black person. I'm gonna be the voice of Black America in this moment right here for the first time ever in my life. I'm gonna speak for all black folks. We don't answer that question no more. If you've been answering the question, stop answering the question. It's not our question to answer. We don't know why your daddies, and your grandmamas hate us. We don't know why race is such a big issue for us. You know what they say at Thanksgiving dinner and Christmas and Hanukkah when we're not around, when we can't even be a fly on the wall to hear what they really say about us. So you tell us why the issue is still race in 2019. I said, I know you ain't used to getting this question, and black folks, I know you used to always answering it for other people. So get comfortable in your silence. Don't say nothing. We're gonna sit and wait. White friends, right, Alex? You tell us why your people, why race is such an issue with your people. It was
wow.
an uncomfortable silence, and finally a woman stood up, white woman stood up, and she said, "Hi, my name is Valerie Lynch." And I said, "I can't write this." Valerie Lynch said she grew up as the leftist radical family member who would challenge her family, who said, blacks, they get free money, they get free food, they get free this, they get free education, they get free food, they get free money, and they're still mad, they still want more. Um, and she said it would be the blacks for years. She said in recent years, it's turned from the blacks to the niggers, the niggers, the niggers. And she said, I don't know why. And I said, oh, we all know why they feel comfortable saying that. But again, and the conversation had to end at that moment. And literally on October 24th, through the 21st through the 24th, those people have asked me to come back to have this conversation. And I ask y'all to, now, I ask everybody to show up because again, we gonna ask them, why you tripping? Why you scared of us? What's your problem? So thank you for letting me suds up and jump on my soapbox.
Thank you for
Um,
sharing. I really appreciate it. And I'm sure everybody watching does too. And very genuine place that everything is coming from right now. And I just had a question for you. I have
yeah.
two actually. One question is, what are you doing besides? I see that you've created a whole piece, but what are you doing besides that to help with the fact that you had trouble sleeping and your anxiety probably because of everything that's going on? What are you personally doing, if you don't mind me sharing, that's helping you get through this?
So what I did this morning was I worked out. I got a friend of mine who's actually Irish, but she introduced me to. So we virtually work out together. So I did this combat workout this morning for 15 minutes, and then I did this intensati workout. And intensati is a mix of yoga and cardio workout with a young sister named Ashley Newsom, and I'll put the link in the chat. Y'all should check her out. It's a cardio workout that has positive aspirations with it. Like every day, in a very true way, I co-create my reality. As above, so is below. This is what I know. It makes a difference that, and there's a host of other positive affirmations that we say as we work out. And it literally, as you're working out and you're sweating and you really, I walked into an intensity class because I used to go to Sacred Brooklyn. I started like 10 or 11 years ago at Sacred Brooklyn. And I'd be on a Sunday morning, I'd be in a funk. By the time I was over, I'd be lifted. And not just from that cardio high, but literally because the affirmations would remind me that this reality is, I'm co-creating this reality with the divine. So if there's something about my reality that I don't like, then do everything that I can to change it. And so in addition to the workouts, it's the writing, it's this open mic, it's I'm deliberately working with other activists across the lines. Like I met with a white brother friend of mine who has a podcast with a bunch of older white people. And I sat in on his podcast yesterday to have this conversation around race and hate and love and truth. And it was a powerful exchange. And it was great to talk to people who thought differently than me. And we could peacefully agree to disagree in some places, but it was never disrespectful. And we just need to have these kinds of consciousness raising conversations with people who ain't like us, who are willing to sit in an uncomfortable space. So those are the things that I do to try to keep my sanity for last night. And the last thing and the most important thing was I listened to Marvin Gaye's What's Going On album all night long. I literally put it on loop and I just listened to the greatest album of all time. And Rolling Stones magazine just put out its 500 greatest albums of all time. And they voted Marvin Gaye's What's Going On as the #1 album of all time, greatest album of all time. And I was like, they finally caught up to us who already know. So Marvin was very helpful last night. And I'll probably be listening to it again tonight. So I shared all that to say, I hope some of what I've shared helps somebody else. And if anybody wants more information about it, please don't hesitate to hit me up.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing all of that. Yes, definitely hit him up. Could you say where is the best place to find you again?
Mo Beasley page on Instagram. And then Mo Beasley on Facebook. But Mo Beasley page on Instagram. If you DM me there, I'll hit you back. And and we'll keep going. Yeah, that Mo Beasley at 67 too on Instagram. But I try to keep that for family members, but y'all family, so just friend me and let me know you so Motif.
Okay, well, I hope you don't think that's the end. That was one question. My next question is if you have another one to share with us.
Oh, another piece to share with you? Yeah. The piece that's in my head is Flying High in the Friendly Sky. I did it a few months ago here, and it's about my dad being in Vietnam and being strung out on heroin. And but I want to tell the funny side of the story about my daddy being on heroin and getting off heroin. So, flying high in the friendly skies without ever leaving the ground. Flying high in the friendly skies without ever leaving the ground. So that was the song my daddy would sing when he would play from Marvin Gaye's What's Going On. When he told me about his addiction to heroin during his tour in Vietnam when he was 17. He said that's how he got through. That's how the madness didn't seem so real. The heroin made it feel like a dream. And he said, you had to ride the horse. They call it the white horse. You had to ride the white horse to get through the madness and not make it seem real. He said, but the thing is, you ride that white horse through the jungles of Vietnam, and when you get back home, you find yourself with a monkey on your back. And you're struggling to get that monkey off your back. You're sleeping on the floors and every time someone slams the door, you're jumping up looking for your piece to shoot because you feel like you're still in the jungle, and that monkey's on your back, and that Jones is hitting you. And my daddy fought to get that monkey off his back. And the family helped him, and they fought to get that monkey off his back. And they thought that they did well. But he went on to continue his career in the military, and he went to Korea, and he went to Panama, and he went to Nova Scotia. And years later, he went to the Desert Storm, and they shot him and all other servicemen and women with biological, chemical agents that had never tested before. And they told Daddy and them they had to sign waivers to say, you or your family will never sue us for what you're taking into your body. And so that eventually killed my daddy. And I had to burn his body by demand by the public health department, because they said that the toxins that were being released from his dead carcass was a public health hazard. And so our families, we couldn't view his body. I had to burn it. The family could never see him, say goodbye to him properly. And I found out from the coroner report that Daddy still had the horse in his veins and the monkey on his back until the day he died, from 17 to 59. And then one day, years later, after telling this story, years and years in Brooklyn at different poetry readings with my young daughters with me, one day someone came to me and said, "Hey, Mo, I'm so sorry to hear about your dad and how he died from the monkey bite." And I said, "Excuse me?" "Yeah, I was talking to your daughter, and she told my daughter that a monkey killed your father in Vietnam. She told my daughter that your daddy was riding a white horse through the jungle in Vietnam, and a monkey came out the trees and jumped on his back and bit him, and the bite just got infected and it caused him to die, and he died from the monkey bite or riding a horse in Vietnam." So I got home that night. I said, "No, that's not what happened." So I explained to them what really happened to my daddy, and then I got home and I said, "Raina, baby, why are you telling people that your granddaddy died from a monkey bite?" And I said, "Who told you that?" She said, "You did." I said, "No, I didn't, baby." "Yes, you did. Every time you say that poem, you fly high in the friendly sky and you say my daddy was riding a white horse through Vietnam, and then he got a monkey on his back and the monkey killed him. And I have hated monkeys ever since." She said, "When my school goes on school trips to the zoo, I used to like to go to the monkey section, but now I don't ever go to the monkey section anymore." And she said, "And I used to like that movie, The Jungle Book, but it got a bunch of monkeys in it. And every time I see a monkey, I think, you killed my daddy, my granddaddy. I hate monkeys." I had to explain to my baby girl that it wasn't a real monkey and it wasn't a real white horse, and try to teach her what a metaphor is and the fact that she's a poet's child. And she crossed her arms and stormed away because she was mad, because all these years she'd been hating monkeys since she was 4. Now she's almost 12. And she just realized it wasn't a real monkey and it wasn't a real horse. Flying high in the friendly skies without ever leaving the ground. I hope that gave us something to laugh about, because it was hilarious to me. She's in the kitchen doing dishes, listening to me, and I don't know if she's appreciating it. Yes.
Beautiful. I like your singing voice. I can't wait to hear the recording of like a lot of things that you got going on.
Thank you, sis.
But yeah, and we're wondering, will you be back next week? And also, I don't know if you want to stick around, because you do usually close us out, but I wasn't thinking, it was just like, hey, top of the game, Mo Beasley. So
thank you. Yeah, I'm hanging around because I love being in the audience, and I definitely will. I like being the sacrificial lamb, because in the poetry world, if you're the first one on the mic, you're the sacrificial lamb, because you got to warm up the room. and I dig it. I dig doing that. And yes, I would like to come back and I'll actually just perform a poem and no more storytelling.
Oh, their storytellings are educational. I feel like there's always something to learn in a story. So I appreciate it. And yeah, we'll
Oh,
talk in a bit later.
that's
Sorry. All right. See you later. So we have Q major coming up. I'm just gonna get right to it, and I may insert myself, for one song and be hey Q. Oh, disappear.
Hey,
How
I'm
you
back.
doing?
Doing okay.
Good.
Doing
Are
right
you
okay.
ready? I kind of just put you on the spot. I
That's
usually
cool.
like to do
I'm
a
ready,
thumbs up. Awesome. How you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. I had to switch up everything that I wanted to do today, in light of what's going on. So, we're gonna get through it together.
Okay. Well, take us away. I won't be here. I'll let you take it away. Q major.
Thank you so much. It's definitely a big shout out to Ro and Keita for doing this in the light that Apache could not be here. So yeah, my name is Kiana Major. I'm from Miami. I'm an artist, and I wanted to bring a guest on today, and this guest is my sister Simone. So Simone.
What's up, everybody? This is Simone. It's so nice to finally come on Soul Motif. I love being in the chat room. I did want to do something very special with my sister Kiana today in light of the results for Breonna Taylor and just the state of the world. Because our love runs deep, I will fight for you. Dark shades of gray are surrounding you. You are forced to find the light that's inside of you to keep it lit. But the winds of sin that are constantly blowing your way makes it difficult for you to stay a positive light for those who are around you. You are safe in the very place that is killing you, but you're too afraid to leave because your complexion is a red target for those who are ignorant. They understand your strength and so they try to belittle it, pulling out weapons that only wound your complexion, thrown to the ground without any explanation. I was lied to when they told me that this was the greatest nation. For freedom and human rights? Yeah, the right for you to remain silent as you are read your human rights. And as your body lay on the ground and you take your last meal of concrete and iron, I step back and I ask myself, what can we do to make this world a better place? What can you and I do to make this world a better place? The complexity of my complexions will always be relevant. It is the first thing that you see and the last thing that is always on your mind. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Wow, that I like I said, I can't see right now. I have a lot of different things going on with my phone.
That's all right.
I can't see the actual comments, but I hope people are commenting. Great, that's wonderful. And what's your friend's name?
That's that's my sister Simone.
Sorry. Awesome. Sorry, I missed that part. And
That's okay.
so, are you guys going to be back together? Do you guys work? Do you guys work a lot together?
We do actually work a lot together. We were our first artistic partners because we grew up together. We do everything together. And it's my better half, my best half.
That's wonderful. And I think that's great that you guys were, just like Mo Beasley, were able to harness the energy and just the feelings that you had about, this verdict that came out yesterday into something that is, I would say, a creative piece, but also educational and also a real experience that you guys went through. I appreciate that so much.
Yeah, it's a crazy world we live in, and I'm glad I have people in my life that help me see through all the madness to something where you can actually live in it. Yeah, my sister, she's amazing. She does poetry. She dances, and she's a photographer as well. She's motioning over with the camera sign because.
everything in the bag here. Hey, everything. So you got a
Love
whole
you.
company here that Key Major and Simone Incorporated. So yeah, definitely. Do you have another one that you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, I definitely do.
Awesome. I'll let you take it away, okay?
Okay. I just a story like for anybody who's watching and doesn't understand why the verdict is something that is, it means something to us. I remember when I was asleep on my couch and I had SWAT come into my house and I had no idea what was going on, and just so thankfully I had a puppy in my hand, and one of the SWAT guys just wanted to pick it up and pet it, and then they left after that. So I could have been, the next person. I could have been someone who wasn't there the next day. So that's what that verdict means, and that verdict means that would be okay. So this song is an original. Lay your head on my shoulder, put your hand in mine. I will cry on your pillow the way I've done 1,000 times. Put your cold in my coffee. I will battle through either to get a taste of your sweet melody. Oh, baby, dance with me again. I know we can make it if we both lend a hand. See, my heart is aching. Oh, won't you give me another chance? But time keeps moving on. Oh, time keeps moving on. Close your eyes till Sunday. Oh, time keeps moving on. If love was a valley, I'd swim through your ocean to listen to nights explicitly. Oh, these memories are so deep. I thought we'd be together till the end of time. But life happens for a reason, and you can't change the past if you try. But time keeps moving on. Oh, time keeps moving on. Close your eyes till Sunday. Oh, time keeps moving Close your eyes till Sunday. Thank you.
Woo! Amazing, man. I really do dig that. You just have like such a nice, just a very nice vibe, and it's just very genuine. So I appreciate whenever you for real. And so that being said, I do have a question. I mean, you probably already explained it in another soul motif in the past, but we're in the now now. We're in the future. Well, we're in the now now. What inspired that song?
I guess it's kind of just like being in I guess, an unhealthy relationship, which is, a great analogy to, Black Americans in America. It's a very unhealthy relationship. And just understanding where you're at, and then, but also knowing you have to go forward in whatever moment you're in, so.
And yeah, I don't know. Are you having anything?
What was it?
Well, anyway, I'm gonna let you go to another song, okay?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do another. One more. All right.
All right.
If I can change the stars, I'll pull it down for you, shine it on my heart, so you can see my love was true, that this love inside is as real as it seems, till then I would find that it's only in my dreams that I could change the world. I would be the sunlight in your universe. You would think my love was real and something good, baby, if I could change the world. If I could be king, even for a day, I'd have you as my queen. I wouldn't have it no other way, and our love would rule in this kingdom we have made. Till then I'll be your fool, wishing for a day that I could change the world. I would be the sunlight in your universe. You would think my love is real and something good, baby, if I could change the world, baby, if I could change the world, baby, if I could change the world. Hey, I can't hear you.
Okay, so
Yes.
you can hear me just fine now, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Yeah, and how's everybody doing out there? If anybody could put in the comments if they can hear me just fine, that would be great. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah, I hear you
wonderful.
fine.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening, and I'm glad I was able to at least get my voice back for this one portion of it. And yeah, we'll welcome you again and again and again. And thank you so much for the support here at Soul Motif. Just big shout out to you for just being an inspiration, because watching you every week, the fact that you write every week, you're very diligent and you're very passionate about your work that you put out there is very inspiring. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah. Awesome. So we'll see you next week. We got a date.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome. All right. Oh, good night. I think we cut you off a little too early, but
That's okay.
yes. Good night. Have a good one. All right. So we have a good friend of mine. Well, I mean, I hope, she would say the same, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, we're just in the circle of, musicians, artists, and all this stuff. And she has a really great new single called Calor y Cariño. I hope I said that correctly. And let's bring her up. Natalia Malone. She was here last week and a few weeks before. So yeah, let's bring up Natalia.
Hey, Kita.
Hi, Natalia. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm feeling, better now that, listening to this beautiful music and, you know, happy to be here and ready to get into it.
Yeah, well, let's do a weather report, to make things interesting before you start off with your first piece here.
hmm
Describe yourself as the weather in this moment. Cloudy, foggy, hazy.
Um, I guess right now, like I feel um, like after a storm when things are kind of turned over. Um, but yeah, I guess that would be kind of like the evening after a storm. There's kind of like that smell in the air of the electricity, and yeah, things kind of messed up all around.
Yeah. Well, thank you. No, thank you for sharing. I was just curious. Sometimes we do that at my job, and also in the past of working with kids. Like, what's your weather report today? Just to kind of get a feel and sense, and to ground you for what you're about to share with us. And so I'm going to let you take it away with your first piece. And everybody, Natalia Malone.
Thank you. Yeah, so I also decided to change what I'm doing tonight because I'm just feeling differently than I was anticipating. And I'd like to sing a song. It's called Sometimes. And I'm going to be singing it with a recording of my father playing it because I don't have his guitar skills, and I just feel like it'll be better. It'll be better with his guitar on it. And I hope you all enjoy it. If you guys don't hear the guitar, you can let me know in the comments. All right, here we go. Some people say everything's gonna be okay, but how can I trust that if tragedies happen every day? But that doesn't mean everything's alright. Oh no. Oh no, 'cause if it weren't worth it, I wouldn't be singing this song. I I've been crying crying about all the pain in life. I've been crying, got plenty of reasons why, but I'm not gonna make it through by just crying. Not gonna make it through by just crying, 'cause sometimes, oh, sometimes you gotta lie. The bass player that you hear is Henny Montes. He's an amazing bass player. I'm holding on to my reasons to live. Holding on to all my reasons to give. Reasons to give up. I'm a teacher, so I can't, trying my best to survive with a whole lot of will and a little, you need a little bit of love. I've been crying about all the pain in life. I've been crying, got plenty of reasons why, but I'm not gonna make it through by just crying. Not gonna make it through by just crying, 'cause sometimes, oh, sometimes you gotta lie.
Thank you so much. And I loved what you did. You sounded great. We didn't hear the music behind you much. So that's all. But it was great. You were singing a cappella, and that's where it all starts. You know what I mean? Just the voice. And so,
that's the original version.
Yeah. So, I mean, it worked, but yeah, we just couldn't hear. So if you want to turn up your music in the background, or that would be good. And anyway, and about your personal feelings, not necessarily your personal feelings, just about, what is going on in today's time in our country. How is it relating to your students in these moments?
So for me, I work with first graders, and one of the things that I really struggle to balance is trying to, with all the craziness that's going on, trying to make sure that they feel happy and safe, but also acknowledging that there's all this stuff going on and that we have to talk about it. So like today we have our feelings check-in every day, and I had one student say that they were scared, and that really sucks, because that's not how, a child should feel. They should feel safe, and they should feel like there's no reason. But I don't know. And then personally, as a teacher, you have to put on a smile, but it kind of feels fake sometimes, but you gotta, give them your positive energy, and get through. But yeah, that's how it's been today. Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing. I know it's not sharing any of this stuff, and also just being honest in these moments isn't. Hold on 1 second. Oh, okay. Yeah. So it wouldn't, just sharing this information is not easy as well. Like just sharing how you're feeling and talking about it. So we definitely appreciate it, and I appreciate it. I was just curious, and thank you so much for sharing. And to, change the mood and change the vibe, raise the vibration a bit, let's go into another song of yours if you have another one to share, right?
Sure. Let's get
Awesome.
into it.
Great. Thank you.
So, let's see. This one is a little more upbeat. It's more of a jam that some of you know that I love to improvise with audience comments. And this one is one that came up during one of those improvisations. And now I'm thinking about making it into a song. So I'm going to have some fun with that today. And yeah. Oh, I know that you feel like there's nothing that you could possibly do. Sometimes, ooh, you gotta get up. You gotta keep on going. You gotta keep on pushing. This world is too messed up to leave it on its own. You gotta get up. Gotta keep on pushing. You gotta get up. Gotta keep on pushing. The world is too messed up to leave it on its own. The world is too messed up to leave it on its own. You gotta get up, 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 up. Get up. Keep it pushing every day. Get up. Gotta keep it pushing. The world is too messed up to leave it on its own. The world is too messed up to leave it on its own. We got to keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. Some things just don't make sense, but actually they do, just at others' expense. Oh, some things just don't make sense, but actually they do. But we gotta get up, gotta keep on pushing. Da 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 dee, da 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 da. Oh, gotta get up. Ooh, keep on pushing. Well, it is too messed up to leave it on its own. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. All right. That was, half improvised, half song. Hope you all enjoyed it.
Awesome. No, thank you again for sharing, just like, coming with some of your piece, and yeah, just open in this time. So I do appreciate it. I know Apache Soul Motif does appreciate it. Sorry, my words, but yeah. So thank you so much. I don't want to put you on the spot, but if you have another song, you're more than welcome. If you don't, that's okay too. And lastly, before we get into it, if you're going to do another song, I just wanted to shout out that we do have some new people on as well. And so we have the only .1 that's also on. And I just wanted to give them a shout out. And Stefan is on after Natalie Lee .1. That will be up after Stefan, if you can hear me. So anyway, yeah, let me know.
I can do one more. Yeah, this last one is about I've one of the things that I say about this song is it's often harder to figure out the lies we tell ourselves than it is to identify them in other people. So this is a song that I woke up on a Sunday morning and there were a lot of things about my life. I was just like, okay. And this song made me change a lot. So here's to that. La 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 la. La 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 la. I don't know when it started. I don't know why, but I just can't shake this feeling that I'm living a lie. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. That said look in your eyes, that hug in disguise. We get in a bed, try to snuggle, but that black hole in the middle just keep pulling us under. I try to tell my friends, but they turn their back on me. They call me a two-timer and they show no sympathy. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I don't know when it started and I don't know why, but I just can't shake this feeling that I'm living a lie. I don't know when it started and I don't know why, but I just can't shake this feeling that I'm living a lie. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 da 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 dee da 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 dee 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 da da ba da ba da ba doo da 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 dee da 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 ooh. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know when it started, and I don't know why, but I just can't shake it. This feeling that it's a lie. All right, that was Lies. Hope you all enjoyed that.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And
yeah, thank you so much. I don't know if you can hear me now. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, awesome. It's just a bit delayed on my part. My connection is always awful. But thank you so much for sharing. And I definitely like the rhythm and it got in the groove. La 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 la. So
Yeah, usually,
so
in person, you have everybody, singing it with you, but, hey, whatever. We do what we can.
Yeah, it actually brought me back to Sulfur Sounds when you were doing that. I just thought of that whole atmosphere. So
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we'll see you next week, hopefully. No pressure, but hope to see you next week.
Next week, I won't be able to, but the week after that, I'll definitely be back.
Awesome. Thank you, Natalia. Appreciate it.
All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, Keita.
Yes, thanks again. And I hope that there's a lot of like emojis and hand claps in the chat, the public chat. So we're going to actually bring up a friend of mine. And he's great. We did Art, Food, Fun, and Blackness together, the New Underground. And he goes by the name of SAB Stephen Anthony Beasley.
Hello. How's it going?
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm glad to be here with you, Lakita P. Jackson.
It's Kita P. Thanks. This is yeah.
It's just like music, kid, music. Like, why my government?
But thank you for joining. And how are you feeling? Are you recovering well?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Are you talking about my foot?
Mm-hmm.
Foot's doing great. Foot's doing great. Soul is, tumultuous.
Yeah.
We are making it. Yeah, but we're just making it work. What's up? The other Beasleys in the comments. I see you, Mo.
Awesome.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing okay. I can't complain. Definitely doing okay and hanging in there, taking it day by day, like
Mm.
always. And I do have a question before you start.
Mhm.
The same question I asked Mo is just what have you done? I'm pretty sure that you're feeling a wealth of emotion. So what have you done to cope, like healthy coping mechanisms during this time? Rather than focusing on the actual thing, just focusing on how you can heal and get through this.
My process is really one where I have to be in the current reality and I have to figure out, you know, where I am in that. Like there are, escapes that can happen as mindfulness, that can happen as, prayer, meditation, and, sources of joy. But like, I really have to be grounded in the current reality, which has been incredibly tough, especially this year that we're in and the 2 or 3 before that. But my process is a mix of all the things I just told you, and also just really trying to stay connected to people who are doing much more dynamic work about the things that I care about than I am capable of. So I'm really, the big thing on a lot of our minds right now is the stuff that's going on in Louisville, and I'm from Louisville, so I'm, trying to stay connected to the Black Lives Matter folks that I know there. Follow BLM Louisville if you have that inclination to. I'm also just staying connected to some other people who are really activated around a lot of anti-racism, anti-oppression work, and just trying to do what I can in that space. And then, go into my daily space, which is basically the 6 rooms of my apartment with my wife and my bonus son, and just trying to keep connected to, the people I care about and those who care about me. Hope that wasn't too long of an answer.
No, it's perfectly fine, perfectly fine. And thank you again for sharing. Like I said, sharing isn't always the easiest, and during this time, you just, I do think that it's a tender moment. So just sharing also does help you. It could help other people just by hearing what you're saying. So I do appreciate that. Appreciate that, and then we'll raise the vibration. So what's the first song on the docket here?
I'm gonna do a little acapella thing, and then the first song will be a song called Just Push. Um,
Okay,
and then you can tell me
take it
what you
away
want to
then.
do.
Yeah,
Thank
take it
you.
away.
So hey everybody, I'm Stephen Anthony Beasley. Yeah, like me and Pete Keto were talking about. It's a difficult moment in the midst of a lot of very difficult moments for a lot of very different reasons for people. Um, so today I'm just remembering in the midst of a lack of justice in these United States, that I'll stand for the innocent, and I'll even stand with a guilty man when the unarmed are slain and no one takes blame. Study one no more. I wish we could study one no more. But there is war, and so we just have to push. And the song is called Just Push. Hey, yeah. Avoiding, containing, suppressing, exploding. No. That ain't the way, ain't the way, ain't the way. Oh, keep living, keep giving, keep failing, you're winning. Gain vision, get wisdom, gain vision, get wisdom. Hey, just don't sit in silence. I'll be wanting, illuminating, fascinating, self-destructing. Now, just push toward your action. Hey, avoiding, containing, suppressing, exploding. That last part. Now that's the way, that's our way, that's our way. For keep living, keep giving, keep failing, you winning. Gain vision, get wisdom, gain vision, with wisdom. Hey, just don't feel the silence and be whining, humiliating, isolating, self-destructing. No. Just push for your action. Hey, 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 hey. Just don't sit in silence. Just look for some action. Just don't sit in silence. Just look. Hey, just push toward your action. Keep giving, keep giving, keep failing, keep winning. Get vision, get wisdom, get vision, get wisdom. Just push toward your action. And that push looks different.
Hey.
Hey.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for pushing us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got to push.
I value the words in that song. I really do value the words of that song. But yeah, we definitely need to, I don't know, I guess I am for the good trouble, you know, that John Lewis talked about. But yeah, I won't belabor the points here. But do you want to do another song? I'm sure you have another song. Come on, share with us.
I do. I wanted to push a little bit. How is my Brooklyn? You know, I miss my Brooklyn. How is my Brooklyn? Let's talk about it.
It's Brooklyn. I don't know. There's shops opening and shops closing. You know, but I'm really thankful for those small businesses that have been able to survive. And yeah, there's a heavy police presence, though, more so. So. Just in my area or near to my area. But yeah, everything seems to be just a-okay. Well, not a-okay, but you know, fine for now, you know.
I really, I was, and not only I overly romanticized Brooklyn, but New York overall, I've been recently having some really cool, just when I do get to get out, just that random banter, even behind the mask, is like really, like it's really come through the mask. And that's really great that we can still kind of pop, have these interactions with each other, do our New York jig, and that still exists. I go to work, I leave the house once a week to go into Brooklyn to go to work, and I'm starting to experience that. And I think that if there's another thing that's nearly a form of meditation and healing for me, it's that kind of that
routine.
Bop. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. But I'll go into my next song. But it's so good to talk to you.
Yeah, same. We can definitely. Yeah, we talked pretty intensely through IG Messenger yesterday. So yeah, we'll talk again. And yeah. Steph and Anthony Beasley, second piece.
Second piece. My second piece is one of my oldies. I'm getting oldies, so I like to sing my oldies. I wrote this song in 2009. I hope you enjoy it. It's called Gonna Listen. You all seem to enjoy it when I do it, and that's very touching to me. So here it is. Hey, yeah, yeah. Sometimes, y'all, we gotta listen for our God. Oh, yeah. I should have known that I would face the unknown. Knew what I knew too long. Time come, I get some learn on. Time to learn from my mistake. Yeah, for a few close say, and also it's not alive. Oh, love. Had to listen for a while. Yeah, gotta listen for a while. Gotta listen for a while. Mama, just about day. If we can something to say, hey, but we're in our own way. Time come, I guess I'm learn on. Time to let go of control. Let our lives unfold, and also a time for all. Oh, God. Okay, if we listen, our lives with love to live in. Time come, I guess I'm learn on. Time pass, so we must move on. See you there, thanks. And then on, no, 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 no. Gotta listen for a while, yeah. Gotta listen for a while, yeah. Gotta listen for a while, mama. So if you like in direction, you listen. Oh, listen, if your day was rudely interrupted, you probably weren't paying attention. If you like in direction, listen. Oh, listen, if your day was brutally interrupted, you probably weren't paying attention. That's the end. Yada da, yada da. We gotta pay attention to the day and why. 'Cause life speaks through the day. Speak a little bit, yeah. Uh-huh. Speak through the day. Da, 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 da. Life speak through the day. It's in my yeah. Listen, yeah. So that's it.
Woo! Give it up, Stephen, Anthony, Beasley.
And I saw, thank you so much. I saw people in the comments, Simone, Charles, Teldar, Diggs. Thank you for your support.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely. I don't want to, get too much in the way here because we got a few more people coming up. Do you want to do another song?
You caught me off guard. Oh my God.
It's okay if you do not. Two is definitely fine.
We can do one.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let you take it away. Okay. This is Stefan's final piece. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if I'm gonna do one, I'll do this one. Yes, y'all. You are unique, predestined, beautiful. Oh yes, you are. The up sea that you sail, your dangerous travels. They have a destination. Where's that? The story I should tell. And what do you go through? Gonna grow you so that you can teach some lesson to all the travelers behind you in this beautiful complex society. Life's a beautiful complexity. That's what the song's called. You're beautiful complexity. Beautiful complexity. The twist of fate we can't escape its manifestation. What's that? The story of lives should tell. What do you go through? Gotta grow you so that you can teach some lessons. So all the traveler behind in this beautiful complex. See, life's a beautiful complexity. Yes, you are. You're beautiful complex. See, beautiful complexity. Complexity. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, a journey ends and one begins. Okay, pen and paper. Wait, phone. This is a story of life should tell. Now, what do you go through? Gotta throw you smile. You're beautiful, complex but beautiful. Yeah. Complex but beautiful. Yeah. Complex but beautiful. Yeah, you are. You are unique, predestined, and beautiful. Each and every one of us, do you believe that? That was beautiful complexity.
Yes, it's one of my favorite songs. I really wish I heard that live. I really like when you're, live. I mean, I liked it now, but I really prefer it when you're live in person. And thank you so much for sharing and taking us on a journey. You always do. You always tell a little story with the songs that you do.
Thank you.
We appreciate that wholeheartedly, and I appreciate that. And sang, boy, sang.
Thanks, Ro. Thanks, Ro.
Stefan. Well, anyway, we'll see you next week.
Absolutely. You'll see me next week. Thank you, Elaine. Everybody can find me at StephanieAnthonyBeasley.com or Stephanie Beasley on all social media and music platforms. And be well.
You too. You too.
Bye.
So the next person that we have up is a newbie, the only .1. And I'm pretty sure I'm reading this wrong. It's probably just the only one, Yes. Hello. Hi. Welcome. I'm so happy for you to join us.
I'm so happy to be here. I'm sorry. I need to fix my phone.
Oh, okay. No problem.
I was having a hard time hearing you guys. So.
No problem. Let us know. Do you want a few more minutes and I can come back to you? It's okay.
I'm actually ready right now. Or awesome. you can come back to me. Actually, I don't really mind, to be honest.
All right. Well, we'll come. Yeah. We'll come back to you. Okay. Well, that was the only one, and she's definitely gonna be up next. But now we have another newbie, and thank you guys for sticking around. I'm sorry I missed your names at the top of the chat. Thank you, Ro, for shouting them out. But we have Doug Kalla, and Doug, are you there? Are you there, Doug? Just give him. We lost Doug. We lost Doug. So I'm just gonna play one song here, and then we're gonna get the only one. And then I'm gonna play a song, and we'll get the only one back on here, and maybe Doug will float back in the room. So for this, as hosting, I try to think of Actually, you know, I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to sing the song. What did you drink last night? What will you do tomorrow? What are your aspirations? What is the life, How often do you cry? Do you bury your sorrows? Does it really matter? Just as long as you know, if you believe you can do anything. Be free, free, freer, freer than free. Moment free, moment free, moment free, oh. Freer, moment free, moment free. You can be freer, freer than free. Do you know you? Do you know your facade? Do you know you? Do you know who you are? Don't stress on it. Don't get caught up in the past. Look ahead and be who you are truly. If you're who you are, then don't judge. It's who you're meant to be. No better you than you. So know that you're true. Break free, oh. Break free. Oh, free. Break free. Break free. You can be freer, freer than freer, freer than free. So that's an old song of mine. Definitely didn't prepare to sing that, but hey, why not? Felt like it was fitting for the times. And so I'm going to actually ask to see if the only one is ready. And thank you, Diggs. I see all these comments. Thank you. So, hey,
Hello.
oh, look at you. You look ready. Look at you.
Yes. I actually was getting my headphones because I was looking for headphones. I couldn't hear anything the whole time. I mean, I was just struggling. So luckily at the last minute, I just found these headphones.
Awesome.
Yes, I'm sorry about that, you guys.
No, don't apologize. This is a wonderful, safe space, virtually and in person. And speaking of in person, where are you located, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm in Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, okay, awesome. And how did you hear about Soul Motif?
I have my friend Andre Lavar.
Oh,
I
yes.
hope I'm not doing a wrong thing by name dropping or something.
No,
Okay.
You're fine. You're fine. Well, before you get started, I just wanted to ask, share what type of art you're going to be sharing with us.
I'm sorry, what was that?
If you could share what type of art you're going to be sharing with us. You're going to do some poetry, you're going to sing, you know.
Okay. Yes, I'd like to sing for you guys. I'm gonna do a couple of or a few maybe cover songs for you guys. Staying with the mood so you guys can feel that vibe.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I'll let you get into your first song and then I'll come back with some more questions. But the only one, take it away.
Okay, thank you guys so much. Right. Sometimes I comb my hair and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I shave my legs and sometimes I won't. Depends on how the wind blows, I might even paint my toes. It really just depends on whatever feels good in my soul. I'm not the average girl from your video, and I ain't built like a supermodel, but I learned to love myself unconditionally because I am a queen. I'm not the average girl from your video. My worth is not determined by the price of my clothes. No matter what I'm wearing, I will always be me. Am I less of a lady if I don't wear pantyhose? My mama said a lady ain't what she wears, but what she knows. And I'm drawing a conclusion, it's all an illusion. Confusion's the name of the game. Misconception, mass deception, something's gotta change. Well, don't be offended, this is all my opinion. Ain't nothing that I'm saying, love. This is a true confession of a life learned lesson I was sent here to share with y'all. So get in where you fit and go on and shine. Free your mind, now's the time. Come on and love yourself, cause everything's gonna be alright. I'm not the average girl from your video, and I ain't built like a supermodel, but I learned to love myself unconditionally because I am a queen. I'm not the average girl from your video. My worth is not determined by the price of my clothes. No matter what I'm wearing, I will always be me. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all the wonderful comments.
Yes, thank you. Give it up for the only one. Thank you for sharing. I think that's a really good classic when it comes to R&B and or neo soul, for me. So thank you for singing that. And question, how did you come to the name The Only One?
Well, I'm one of those people as an artist. I'm really serious about everything that I do. I've always wanted to be an artist ever since I was a child. It was just my dream. Since I was 8 years old, I just had big dreams. They would just come to me. So I just always knew that God was with me. So in everything that I do, including coming up with the name, the only one came to me. I sat down and I said, what is going to be my name? And I let God talk to me, and it just one. I said, one, the only one. It was just like that.
Oh, that's cool. That's a really interesting story, and actually, yeah. I never heard anything like that, but that's actually very interesting, and it's a really awesome truth. What does the name actually represent?
What does it represent? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what you said, because it's going in and out for me, right? Okay.
Yeah.
It represents.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Yes. It's okay. No problem. Ever since I was younger, people would tell me, I wish more people were like you, because I'm a very calm person. They tell me that I don't see you having problems with people and things like that. It's very true about me, because I'm not very quick to anger. Usually I'm just very calm, very neutral. I react. I'm reacting more than I'm acting on anything, just that's just how it is. So the only one, just different. People are like, I wish everybody was like you. You're so different. I love something about you. I don't know what it is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I do appreciate that story. Yeah, I'll just let you go into your next song, if you can hear me.
Yes. Okay, no problem. Thank you. Boy, I'm in love with you, but this ain't the honeymoon. We're past the infatuation phase, right in the thick of love. And at times we get sick of love. It seems like we argue every day. I know I misbehave. You've made your mistakes. We both still got room left to grow. And though love sometimes hurts, I'd still put you first. And we'll make this thing work. But I think we should take it slow. We're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go. Because we're ordinary people. Maybe we should take it slow. Take it slow. Oh. This time we'll take it slow. Take it slow. Oh. This time we'll take it slow. This ain't a movie, no. No fairy tale conclusion, y'all. It gets more confusing every day. Sometimes it's heaven sent, then we head back to hell again. We kiss, then we make up all the way. I'll hang up, you call. We rise and we fall, and we feel like just walking away. But as our love advances, we take second chances. Though it's not a fantasy, I still want you to stay. We're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go. Because we're ordinary people. Maybe we should take it slow. There we go. I'm gonna finish it right there.
Yeah, thank you. Give it up for the only one.
Thanks so much from my heart, everybody.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, thanks for everybody tuning in. Hopefully you can still hear me. I'm having issues with my internet, but I will have this repaired by next week.
I hear you. Definitely.
Good. And so one last thing is if you have another song for us, I'm going to keep myself short in between going forward. But yeah, if you have another song or something, you're more than welcome to share. If not, it's totally
I would love to.
Okay, I'll let you take it away.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Okay. Do you remember when the family was everything? Do you remember? It was so long ago and so much has changed. I wanna go back to those simple days. I wanna go back to yesterday, but it's not the same. Times are hard and things are changing, so I pray to God that we can remain the same. All I'm trying to say is our love don't have to change. No, it don't have to change. Do you remember back at Granny's house on Christmas Day? How we'd gather round and sing all day. I wanna go back to playing basketball and football games. Said I wanna go back to yesterday, but it's not the same. Times are hard and things are changing, so I pray to God that we can remain the same. All I'm trying to say is our love don't have to change. No, it don't have to change. Thank you so much, you guys.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. And where can we find you on social media, or where can people look you up?
I am the only .one and then the number one, the only one.
Awesome.
On Bigo. I'm also on Likey and Instagram.
Okay, awesome. And will you come back again? Hopefully.
Yes, sure. And anytime that I get an invite, I will definitely come back.
Awesome.
I love you guys so much.
Thank you for
Have a
sharing.
blessed one.
You too. You too.
Thank you.
Okay, well, yes, thank you so much. And a big shout out to her, first time joining us. And I just think it's amazing when new people join and, just add to this, collective and this group of artistry. And yeah, people end up being connected that way and building, because there's a lot of things happening behind the scenes of several people, I'm pretty sure, that have come on here. And so we are going to bring it back to where we started, which is Mo Beasley. And so he's going to close this out with one. And if my internet is doing okay, I'll close you out with another one after Mo Beasley. So Mo Beasley, I'm not even going to talk. I'm just going to let you roll with it.
All right, so I'm gonna be courageous now. I'm gonna do a poem and then I'm gonna do a song. I'm gonna do so we blues people, y'all. And blues is a healer. John Lee Hooker saying blues is a healer all over the world. Blues is the redemptive power of pain. So this poem is for you blues people, because we're hurting right now. But the blues, we got the blues, but there's power in that pain. Redemption. Forked tongues of the masters young be silenced by freedom's sons and daughters. Reclaiming, renaming, reshaping the landscape through lyrics and letter, ancient and new. Graffiti and hieroglyphics hold the same secrets, speak eternal truth. Truth with seeds of greed of offspring, truth which seeds of greed, offspring of the hateful and unfitted struggle to hide, to keep the blessed from inheriting their worth. Yes, we are still separate and unequal. Separate in our fates, unequal in our redemption. Redemption which can only be earned through the pain and suffering. Yes, redemptive is our unequal suffering, separate pain. For it is through your pain and suffering that self is reborn, spirit renewed. Our redemption comes in a blue note, jazz riff, gospel's well, funk's unrelenting rhythm, hip-hop's indomitable beat. Redemption comes in a dark mother beating a wayward son's hard head, soft ass to keep him off the streets, streets off him. Redemption comes in a single father refusing to be a baby daddy and choosing to speak our truth in my daughter's ear. Shedding light on white lies, dispelling his story, remembering our journey, investing our future in her duties. Just as our pain is separate, our suffering unequal, so is the redemption which comes in the morning of lost identities and newfound 360 degrees of humanity. Redemption, y'all.
Oh, I thought you were doing another piece where you were singing. That's all.
Yeah, so, I am. Oh, I am. We're just gonna want me to just go right into it.
Oh yes, if that's okay. Or do you want to talk about this piece? We can talk about it.
I'll talk at the end, because I'm gonna do this. Because I'm a frustrated soul singer, so I'm gonna take it back to some old soul blues. Do the things that keeps a smile on her face. Do the things that make her feel better every day. Man, you got to stay on your P's and Q's. If you don't, the woman you can easily lose. Oh, I had love and I lost her. Ooh, I'm suffering the pain that it cost me. Oh, a woman's gotta have it. I believe she's gotta know that she's needed around. When you kiss her, you gotta make her feel it every time, boy. You gotta know she's not walking on shaky ground. Oh, yeah. Don't take for granted the smile on her face. Check a little bit closer, you might find a tear trace. Maybe the word girl might never say a mumbling word, but you better make sure that her voice is heard. Oh, I had love and I lost her. Oh, and I'm suffering the pain that it cost me. Oh, a woman's gotta have it. I believe she's gotta know that she's needed around. When you kiss her, you gotta make her feel it every time, boy. She's gotta know she's not walking on shaky ground. Oh, yeah. So if you got a love and you want to keep her, you got to give her what she wants, when she wants it, how she wants it, and where she wants it. Oh, a woman's got to have it. I believe she's got to know that she's needed around. Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Just sitting down in a chair watching all this stuff happen. So I appreciate you sharing. I appreciate you sharing more than anything. And yeah, and just how do you want to describe that? Do you want to talk about that or anything like that?
Yeah, I want to say to everybody here, art is a leader. Art is a leader in social evolution. It's not leisure. The New York Times got it wrong. And they put it over there because they're scared of what we do. But what we do is healing, it's power, it's empowering, it's visionary, it's prophetic, it's healing, and it's what the world needs, what the world needs most right now. So everybody keep singing, keep writing, keep dancing, keep painting, keep redefining and refining our existence. Mm-hmm. One of the greatest lessons I was taught as a student at Howard University is that art defines a people's existence, and it must come from them to be authentic. And we children of African descent, somebody else has been telling our story for centuries, and they've been lying about it. So our job to tell the truth, and we speak in truth, and that's power. So that's my soapbox for the night.
Yeah. No, thank you for sharing, and that's a really great perspective on things and a positive vibe on things. I would say like just transmuting what's going on into something that's a higher vibration. So appreciate that. Appreciate the support and the push. Just like Stephen Anthony Beasley, his push, and Natalia's push, and Simone and Q Major's push. Just thank you for the push to help us continue to keep creating. And keep sharing and be vulnerable at the same time, but still nurture each other. So appreciate it.
Keep bringing them those soul music covers, Keita P. I love those soul music covers. They just take me back home.
Well, thank you. I'm learning some more. I'm just not with it at the moment. So once these songs I have under my belt are done, I'll be able to share them. But I'm just working on some things, and I appreciate that it's resonating with people whenever I sing something. So I do appreciate it. Shout out to you, Mo Beasley. Where can we find you?
Mo Beasley page on Instagram, and just Mo Beasley on Facebook, Twitter, Mo Beasley Speaks. Follow me. especially Apache and I. See you, Apache. Glad you made it, man. Apache and I are going to be rocking on this arts festival October 24th. So get up with us because it's going to be a blast. All day, music, poetry, dance, art. Just, again, bringing power to the people.
Awesome. Thank you, Mo Beasley. And we'll see you next week, hopefully.
You know it.
Awesome. Yes, and now we have a message from our creator. From the creator. I mean, not the creator, but the creator of Soul Motif. And the message is, you guys are awesome. Sorry I couldn't be there. I'm just reading off of the chat and he says, thank you, Kita. And thank you, Apache, for just having us and continuing to make this happen even when you're not physically available. And thank you for all the work that you do on and off the screen. And I do want to uplift Apache has other skills besides making music. He does a lot of my visual work that is on YouTube, and I just released one of his recordings of me and my band performing live and jamming out with a few other artists in McCarran Park in Brooklyn in mid-August. So definitely check it out at Kita P Music on YouTube. And yes, and so he says, thank you, Stefan. He said, thank you, Natalia. Thank you, Key Major. Y'all are so dope. I got carried away in my own message, so I apologize. Thank you, the only one. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Natalia. And thank you, Simone. Yes. Thank you, Kiana. Q Major. Yeah, and thank you, Kita. And thank you so much, Apache. Thank you, Ro, for handling the back end. Lord knows this probably wouldn't have happened if I was handling the back end just due to my internet situation. But yeah, so I'm going to end it with a song that was actually requested. I hadn't actually planned to play this song, but it's fine. I don't mind playing the song. It helps me get grounded and also helps me get into a really good space. I feel like mentally a lot of times, not every time, but let's hope this time as well. So anyway, shout out to everybody that's here and listening and vibing with us and getting something from all of these artists that were available and put themselves out here just to share, and also to share their experiences, their thoughts, their emotions through song, through poetry, through their creative endeavors, and have it resonate with you, and you have an experience with us, even though we're virtual. So appreciate it. And so this song, I'm sure a lot of people have heard before. It's available online. It's called Dream by Akil. And so the song Dream by Akil is written by Akil. I just sang it and I altered some of the words, but it's written by a young man named Akil. And yeah, I just want to give him where credit's due. Dream of the things you'll never know. Oh, dream of the beauty within your soul. When you dream, dream slow. Take the time to let dreams grow. Just dream, just dream, just dream, just dream. Guarantee it will be a reality. Dream through the fears of things unknown. Oh, of bounties, both young and old. When you dream, never let go. Take the time to let dreams grow. Just dream, just dream, just dream, just dream. Guaranteed will be a reality. Oh, dream not because I tell you so. Oh, no. Dream because you know that the dream that you dream will light your soul. That the dream that you dream will light your soul. Just dream, just dream, just dream, just dream. Guaranteed will be a reality. Oh, dream, oh, dream, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, all right. Thank you, everybody, for joining and for tuning in. And I hope that you come back next week, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Thursday, here on this YouTube channel, Motif. Thank you, Apache. Thank you, Ro. And thank you to all the other artists that have, blessed the platform tonight. And I hope that you guys aren't internalizing the negative. But if you are, I hope that you can find the strength, whether it's from us or from some other entity or just from within, to transmute your energy into something positive, because that's what it's for. You can always move that energy around. So, and remember, you're always in control. So that being said, good night, be safe, and many blessings to everybody here that can see this and receive this. So thank you.